Hello guys, so far we have covered the functional interfaces and the lambda expression in this series. So in this video, we are going to see the method reference. So let's start it. So method reference is one of the feature which got introduced as a part of Java 8. And what it does actually. So suppose you want to use the existing methods of the class as a lambda expression. So far what we did in this course, we have created our own lambda expression by implementing the functional interface and we have used those things. But now we have a requirement like we need to use the existing classes methods as a lambda expression. So for that purpose, we will use the method referencer. So like I said here, its purpose is to access the existing method of a class and treat it like a lambda expression. Method reference is also known as the shorthand of the lambda expression. Why it is known as the shorthand notation of the lambda expression? Because it has the ability to use the existing method as a lambda expression. So for this, if you are using the method reference, then you no need to create the lambda expressions, and by implementing the functional interface, just you can directly use the existing methods and pass it as a lambda to the functional interface. Let's see the syntax of the method reference. So first syntax we have here is the class name, then double colon, and the instance method name. Next syntax we have here is the class name and the double colon, then the static method name. So suppose you want to use the instance method, then you can use this one, class name, the first one, class name double colon, and note this part that this double colon is the actual method reference syntax. So this whole constitute the method reference. Okay, and this double colon operator introduced in the Java 8. So next syntax we have here is like you can use the instance with the double colon and the method name. So we will see all of these examples in our Eclipse IDE. For now, let's see some of the examples of method references. So, and we will see that how we can, what we have used so far and how we can convert those into the method reference. So let's say first we have that by using a lambda expression, if you want to convert a string into a uppercase, then this is the one that it has the function interface. Then it will take input as a string and it will gives you the output as a string, and it will return the uppercase of that. Hope you remember that we have implemented this same lambda in our code, and this is the second example of using lambda expressions. So the consumer, we have created one consumer of employee and we are just printing it using the system.out.println. Now suppose how you can write these two lambda expressions as the as the method reference. So let me go to there and show you. So this is the thing, means if you are using the function one, so in the function you can directly use the class name, then double colon and the two uppercase, the method name. Okay, as we discussed, this is the syntax of method reference and we are using here in our example. So this one is written the same result as this is returning. And what is the benefit of this one? This is like more readable in comparison to the first one. Okay, now let's see the second example of consumer employee, and we are directly printing out the static of that thing. So system.out and the double colon operator and the println. So if you will see in using the lambda expression, we have to give the this lambda employee, then system.out println and the employee. But here you can directly use the method reference and the println, and it will print out this consumer. So quickly let's move to the Eclipse part and we will see all the examples there. So for this I will create a new class. Okay, so let's say in the functional interface, I will create one new class and I will name it to method reference examples. So let's create our main method here from where our program execution start. Okay, so I will first write the same expression which I have used in the functional interface, which will return the uppercase version. So I will copy this from here and paste it in my code. So this is the last functional interface lambda which we have written to return our input as a uppercase. And the same thing how I will do this as using the method reference. So for that what you will need to do is then function of type string. Okay, and then also it will take input as string and the f2 and here equals to. So now you need to consider that we have to use the method reference. So for method reference what we will do, we will use the to uppercase method of the string class. So I will use the class name string, then double colon and the method to uppercase. Okay, and the semicolon. So that's it. So this line number 9 we have the functional interface lambda implemented, and the same we are doing with the method reference. And let's see the output of these two. So I will execute this one after saving it and see the result. Means the result is same but the way of doing it is different here. So let me take the another example of consumer which we have taken. So consumer, and I will take the employee. It's C1 equals to, and it will pass the employee object, and I will use the system.out.println then employee dot get name. Let's say leave it there, employee object. Okay. And to print the properties of the employee, I just need to have what? Just generate to string method here, generated. Then I will going back to my method reference example and the employee. Okay, so now if you will print out this one by c1 dot apply c1 dot accept, sorry, it will take accept, and we will pass a new employee object here with the name some test, and we will pass the designation as like testing and random values for the salary. And this thing will be the gender, let's say it's a test gender for us, and here we will pass the list arrays dot as list, and because it will take the list of hobbies, so test hobby. Okay, and it will do the trick. Oh, all right, so I can't put it in the system.out because it will not return anything, so I will remove it. And right, so let's execute it and we will get the result. Okay, now the same thing if you want to do in the with the use of method reference, how I will do that. So for that, let's say I will create a consumer of employee, and let's name it to the C2. And here what I will do is I will do system dot out, then double colon, and I will call the println here. That's that's println. Okay, and that's the simplest part. And the same thing we need to call this lambda. So we will copy and paste, and I will rename it to the C2. Okay, so as you can see that this is the normal way of writing lambda, but this is the usage of method reference, and you can see the it increased the readability of the code in comparison to the first approach. Okay, and it is like using the existing methods. Okay, this existing method as a lambda expression. So you here you are not defining any lambda syntax, but you are using this method as a lambda by using the method reference. So this is the main usage of the method reference. Let me execute to show the result. So the result are same for both the cases, and both the expressions will return the same result. So that's it for the method reference examples. Let's meet in the next video where we will discuss the constructor references.